Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Scorpion EXO-GT3000 modular helmet, available at RevZilla.com. New to the Scorpion lineup, a premium modular like no other. This is the GT3000, and this is a big leap forward for them. We've seen the EXO-900. We saw them come out with the EXO-900X, which was more of a sport orientation. This takes the adventure and touring market to that next plateau. You're looking at premium materials, premium hardware, a quiet, lightweight modular that's coming in between $300 and $400. So everybody that just got really sad when this hit the market, really Nolan in the N104 and HJC in that Arfa Max, because this guy is coming. It's going to be a little bit less expensive than those helmets, and it's going to eat right out of their chili bowls. Now, if we look at it, you're going to get a gauge on the style they went with. It's reserved, but it's still a little bit sporty. I think sport touring, multi-season touring, light ADV in this bad boy. And again, you can see the way it sweeps. It's a bit more minimal on the venting side, but the vents perform really well. And again, the configuration is really set up for upright riding. Now, out of the gates, you're looking at the TCT shell, and that's the big upgrade over something like that 900X. It's 5-ply. It's the same shell that you're going to see on the EXO R2000 they're wearing in MotoGP. 5-ply organic resins, carbon fiber, or prepreg carbon fiber, and it's going to be fiberglass. So again, 3 pounds 9 ounces, down from over 4 pounds in the original EXO 900X or 900. So again, big weight savings, and typically it's very hard with the shield mechanism or a chin bar mechanism that goes up to get that weight down that far. The other thing that we really liked, again, key features here, is you have this UV resistant drop down sun visor that has phenomenal coverage. So it's cable mounted from the side here. It's going to drop down, and again, it eliminates the need for you having any additional shields that you carry with yourself. So again, you have the ability to kind of quickly flip it down, longer distance, multi-season, multi-condition riding, sun up, sunset, you're going to be good to go. Now, keep in mind, on the fit side of things, really, when you think about this helmet, which is really built to be quite versatile, fit's going to be intermediate oval. A little bit longer front to back. There's also the AirFit mechanism. If I flip it up right there, you're going to get a good gauge on it. So remember, a little bit longer front to back is going to work really well with the American market. It has those ballasts. It's almost that pump system, right? Allowing you to inflate around the cheeks, get that custom fit. But the nice part here too, and I'm going to talk about it when we pull it apart, the Quick 3 liner, which is brand new in this helmet, it has these wings down here along the bottom. So it's 3D laser cut. You have the AirFit system to tune it up, and you have the ability to have these create a great seal around your neck. So again, you're getting that quiet factor. So it's a stable, comfortable fit that's very supportive, and then you're adding quiet to the mix as well. So again, they're really thinking about fine-tuning for somebody that's going to spend a lot of time in the saddle. Keep in mind too, if you're concerned about fitment, we're going to ship for free over 39 bucks. And what I'd really love to hear from you is your initial impressions and your questions. So click our logo right there, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback, but also stay up to date with all the latest gear reviews we're constantly rolling out as we put things through their paces. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm telling you, I want you to become part of our following. Now, starting with the outside, we've talked about a handful of things. Let's work our way in through some of the nuances here. So we talked about the TCT shell. Let's talk a little bit more about the venting. And again, you can see this aerodynamic profile. 2-position chin vent, which is really nice. It's going to be closed, open which vents to the shield, and fully open which vents to the face. Now, I will say they're using Everclear 2 as the coating on the shield. It's not Pinlock, but it is one of the better performing coatings. We took it out yesterday. This is the middle of winter here in Philadelphia. We're in February. We rode in this for a while, and it really did not fog on us. And again, there's snow on the ground. It's a mess outside. Very, very impressed with how it performed under breath in a colder environment. So again, rock solid on that side of things. When you move up to the ventilation scheme on the peak, single mechanism, 2 10-millimeter chimney vents going through the EPS, float a ton of air, float a rock solid amount of air. In a lot of other helmets, you'll do more intakes. On this helmet, they want to optimize quiet, so less vents, but bigger vents, gonna flow air, it performs solidly. Now, when we look at the shield change mechanism, remember, it's a lip tech from Scorpion. Solid detents, and you see how that mechanism right here on the side is moving? You're going to notice it goes in and out. It locks it down against the great weatherproof gasket. That's going to make sure if you get hit in a cloudburst that you're going to be covered. That gasket's been improved, and again, you have that nice seal, and you notice the ridge on the top for stability. There's also a city position here as well, so you have the ability to crack it or lock it. Again, thinking forward from the Scorpion camp. Moving it around to the back, it's 2 passive vents, but those vents fall below this spoiler. So the spoiler is going to give you a nice ability to stay stable at speed. Again, configured for more upright or 3/4. I really wouldn't wear this helmet in the tuck. That's my personal preference. It's not designed for that. But again, for vent configuration here on the back, you're going to get those great Venturi effect out of the backside here. Remember, sphere at speed through the air, low pressure behind. It's going to evacuate all of the warm, moist air away from your head. If you have your vents open in the front, you're really going to get a lot of evacuation of that air through the back, again, moving into that low pressure zone. And you can see how it ties together nicely on the bottom. It's nice and clean. The other thing I'm going to call out here is that the way they did this ridge along the side, it is going to make you have to be a little bit more decisive about the comm unit. So there's speaker cutouts in the side. There's a room actually in the EPS that removes on either side to add a comm unit, so you could do a clamp mount. But you're going to have to put it a little bit further back. So we recommend going with a comm unit that either has a wired boom or has a hybrid boom. If it's a standard comm unit, you're going to have to move it back and you're going to run out of runway. So keep that in mind. That's going to be some of the other units. You're going to see it. You're going to just need a longer boom because you're going to have to mount towards the back side there. And again, if you go sticky mount, you move a little bit further back because of that ridge there at the bottom. So again, calling that out, I'll call it a nitpick, but really within the design of the helmet, I think these days comm units have gotten solid enough that going with that hybrid style mic is not that big of a deal. Now, if I start, and I actually mentioned a wired mic because it's a flip front face, that's probably not going to work either. You're really going to want to go straight up hybrid on this bad boy. One of the nice things here too is notice the metallic hardware where this locks in. There are some manufacturers out there that are using plastic hardware. For a modular, for me, I'm not really digging it. I like when I see the metallic hardware. I want to know that there's a great seal and a great positive lock when you come to the bottom. It's very precise, so that is a positive in my book. And notice how easily that moves up. You get a good shot of the interior. Remember, this is going to be the Quick 3. That's going to be the new school liner, which is laser cut, microfiber, very, very soft against the face, very supportive, but again, has a good deal of wicking ability to it because that's really its key value prop. Now, if we work our way into the EXO-GT3000, I grab my trusty donut, I turn it on its ear, get a great shot of the Quick 3 liner here. I'm going to start pulling things apart, so bear with me. So the first thing we'll talk about, again, we talked about that neck roll and that quiet factor. Again, you have your pump that's built in. It's called AirFit. I call it a pump. In 6th grade, I had the pump on my sneakers. Now I got a pump on my helmet. I like it in practice. It gives you that custom fit. And it's connected to the cheek pad. So again, it's one piece. The ability to pull kind of everything out together. It's integrated, and it's very easily washable. So if I start to work my way out, let me make sure I get all my snaps. Don't want to break it. Notice how simply and easily this comes out. There we go. Nice contour. It's the new Quick 3. It's very, very soft. It's softer than a fleece. It is a very fine microfiber. I think I've said it 8 times in this video, but again, it's one of the things that they're doing. They really upped their game, and it's very, very comfortable against the skin. And you can see the way that this is integrated. Those ballasts are going to tune that cheek pad, and really it's a self-contained unit. So I'd pump it up there, I'd find more air flowing through the cheeks, and I end up with a better seal around my face and better support depending on how I'm built. Now, if I work my way in here, I talked about the comm unit, and typically comm units actually going to go on the left side, away from your throttle hand. So you see it on both sides here, but what we have is the ability to pull out some of the EPS so you can clamp mount right there. So again, very, very thoughtful in their ability to build this helmet, give you the EPS. I don't know what you would put on this side, but you have the ability to pull that out and be good to go with a comm unit that you want to clamp mount versus sticky mount. Now, if we move to the inside here, you saw that there were nice big pockets up here along the ear where you'd have the ability to put that speaker. But what they actually did was they gave you the cutaways inside the helmet as well. So I can reach in there. I should be able to pull that piece right out. There we go. And now I'm removing it. Notice it has a sticky to it. And I have the ability now to put my speaker recessed within the helmet, so I'm never gonna feel it. And I like that. I hate having to jam those speakers in if there's not really a cutout for it. And this helmet's thinking forward, knowing that you're gonna go aftermarket, typically a Cena unit, that's what we tend to see these days, on a helmet like this when you're gonna upgrade that comm unit. Now, if we put it back down, I'm gonna start breaking out my neck roll here. Again, we're Quick 3. Notice it's brow mounted, which is nice. No pressure points at the forehead. Big, big areas that are going to flow a ton of air, and then along the backside here, you have your 2 snaps down below the occipital ridge. You'll never feel these. That's typical placement. Good to go. And notice, again, the amount of air flew through that, and that's coming right through. There's really a lot of runway there to maximize your airflow. If I move the helmet this way and get a shot on the inside, you're going to see those big 10mm vent holes that have channels built to work with them. They're going to circulate air. The way this is laid out is nice. it's ergonomic, and it's gonna flow a ton of air through the helmet itself. So keep in mind, this is going to be the next foray for Scorpion, standing on the shoulders in the R&D they've done for the race world, taking that lightweight technology and building it into a helmet platform that are traditionally heavy, but again, now you're getting the best of both worlds. Again, HJC and Nolan, look out, they're coming for you. It's a nice step forward, it has a lot of features here, and the nice part about it is by building it, knowing that it's non-removable, like if you buy that 900X, you have the ability to take the chin bar off and make it an open face. This guy is set up as a full face or a modular. This bad boy is not going to be able to be removed. So keep that in mind. If you want the flexibility of pulling the chin bar completely off, you're back to the 900X, but you're also adding weight, and it is a more sport-oriented helmet. The next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com of the new EXO-GT3000. Remember, you don't have to take my word for it, but I do hope you learned something today. As always, you're going to ship for free over 39 bucks. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. Make me a happy guy. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.